Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our live unboxing. It's Saturday night, baby. I'm here with Dan DeFault. How's it going, Dan?
Oh, it's going great. Are you kidding? Couldn't be better.
That's right, absolutely. And so this, of course, is, everybody said, hey, will Chris show up in Wayne Manor North tonight? And, unfortunately, I would absolutely love to be there. There's not going to be any parlor tricks tonight. So the original plan was that Dan and I were going to double live unbox at the exact same time because our packages were both shipped. I have not received mine, have no update on when mine's actually going to arrive. So we do apologize. That was our plan. We wanted to do that. So now we might just have a third live unboxing. We'll see. But yes, some people have pointed out, they said earlier, they said, hey, we've already seen this unboxing. Yes, but that was here. And now we have it at Wayne Manor North. So we're really excited. And congratulations, sir, on finally getting the quarter scale White Knight from XM Studios.
Yeah, man, I couldn't be more excited. Are you kidding? I am fully expecting this will be the new favorite statue in the collection. I was blown away by it when we did this at your place, that cave, and I have no doubt that it only gets better right here. I just want to say to everybody before we get started, in a little bit of a different, what's behind me, what you see behind me, I'm in a corner of my study here at Wayne Manor North. I am setting this guy up in place. This base weighs an absolute ton. I don't know the exact poundage, but my guess is it's north of 50 pounds, and it's over 3 feet long. So we're going to set this guy up in place. So that's why we're in a different spot.
Well, and again, that box was just the base and a couple of small parts, and that box was 70 pounds.
It was 70, right? Just for that.
So, I mean, good Lord, that thing is insane.
I have to say that it's probably, maybe second only to Mr. Freeze 1/3 from Prime 1, which was a monster statue.
So
this
heavy.
Is right up there.
And that wasn't even the base that was heavy. It was just him.
Him.
Like, yeah, he was like a rock. Like I've never held anything heavier in a statue. Yep. Like crazy.
Yeah.
And, and when you and I did that, we both lifted that together, and it was heavy.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yep. You got to be careful.
I want to say hello to some people real quick before we get started. We got Board Cube 1 of 2. Good evening to you. Dennis Perez is here. Chris and Logan. Congratulations, Chris and Dan. Awesome pickup. Warren Dante, good evening, everyone, here for the second dose of White Knight Assembly. I cannot wait to get this one in. Absolutely. And I do want to say again, this is a Sean Murphy kind of week because not only is Dan unboxing this puppy, but Sean Murphy is going to be himself on Rogues Gallery Live this Wednesday. And I'm also going to be world premiering the White Knight Joker. He's right over there. I already have him. He's ready to be shown, guys. He will be premiered live on the show. So you are not going to want to miss the show Wednesday night.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a worldwide. Dan's going to be out of the country on the show. It's going to be crazy.
I will be on the show.
That's right, a worldwide show. But Sean Murphy is going to be on the show. And we cannot wait to have him. And, of course, again, that worldwide reveal. Cannot wait. Dan might have had a little sneak peek possibly. But, just a sneak peek. We've got Bane 21 in the house. Bruce Wayne's Bentley. I love that.
Bruce Wayne's Bentley. Nice.
I love that. That's fantastic. He said it's going to be one hell of a night.
Absolutely.
Bats in the Belfry. Hello to you. We've got Den in the house. Let's see. Hello. Still on the fence about this one. Space is a thing. I wonder if it's more bike than bat. It is more bike than bat, but it's epic. I mean, it's just such a storytelling element. I mean, yes, there's a lot of bike, and yes, it does take up a lot of room, but once you see it put together, it's incredible.
Yep.
Paula is in the house. Hello to Paula. Good to see you as well. Matt T in the house. Congratulations, Dan, on the epic piece.
Hey, Matt.
Borkeep said the unboxing you and Chris did a while back was amazing. Mine was on order soon afterwards, but I'm happy to wait longer. I have no place to put it right now. I hear that. I think I've made an executive decision. I'm measuring, but I think this space right here is where the Bat Bike's going to go.
Nice.
Because it'll be a low profile right below the TV. So I think that's what it's going to do between the two busts for now. So we'll see. I think
of it that way. It saves vertical height.
It does save.
It's a space-saving piece.
It is, and I could maybe put books underneath it or something. We'll see. Gotham Goon, too big for me. As good as this thing is, it's a space hog, and the finances say no. I hear that. Not
That's
every
it.
piece is for everybody. Unfortunately,
Yep.
I wish there was everybody had enough space, and it's just some of these pieces. And again, maybe they'll do this in 6 scale. Who knows?
Yep.
Which would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty awesome. Wouldn't hurt my feelings though.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt my feelings either.
Yeah,
it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Leo, good evening, Dan, Chris, and all those in the chat. Hello to you. We've got the Bataholic, Wallace, Barry. Yeah, it is the main event, Bataholic. Absolutely. Ryan is in the house. Hopefully, this is a quicker build this time. Well, don't hold your breath.
I was just going to say,
this is a difficult build.
Yeah.
Eric B in the house. Hey, Eric. Got Nelson. Hell of a bike out. It is. We've got Carlos in the house. Agent 37. Mike Stainbrook is here. Everybody congratulating you, Dan. Sebastian. We've got Cricket. Still waiting for mine. I'm right there with you, Cricket. Hey, Critical Mass. Good to see you.
The boxing boys are back.
That's right. The boxing boys. That's us. That's what we are. I haven't done pre-order, but it won't arrive until the end of the year. Oh, where are you at, Heart of the Party? Where are you at? Keith Reed, hello to you. Mr. Strange. Kevin McDougal in the house. Steven in the house. What's up, Chris and Dan? How's it going? This is going to be exciting. And unlike last time we were talking before, like we were just kind of trying to figure it out together. So yeah. I'm just moderating tonight. So I'm going to keep kind of running the chat with everybody. And again, 100 strong right now. Thank you guys. 7 minutes in. Please hit the like button. That does help us out tremendously. Thank you guys for being here on a Saturday night. Thank you. Hey, we got Dylan in the house. Hello to you, our outdoor photographer. Alan is here. John. Got a lot of people in here tonight. Jay is in the house. Hello, friends. Ordering XM White Knight Monday. That's awesome. Nice. Congrats. Christmas came early for somebody. Yeah, it came early for Dan. And believe me, we were holding our breath for Dan, too, because we didn't know if it was going to arrive for you either.
No, it was planes, trains, and automobiles of shipping statues. That's for sure. Still is.
That's right. Movie Graveyard. Is that a custom shelf the base is on? Tell us about it.
It is. Yep. This is a custom shelf, guys. I'm not going to move my camera right now, so I apologize because I'm not sure I'll get it right back in the right position. But if you look on the build videos that Chris has on the channel, you can see, actually, if I get up, probably see a little bit of it. So this is 3/4 inch birch plywood that's been finished in black. It's mounted on 3/4 inch steel plumbing pipes. And I use the coupling fittings and flanges on the ends to make up the legs. So you could stand on this. I actually did when I tested the initial shelves, but I have 4 of these units. One of them is 9 feet long. One is 5 feet. One is 6 feet. And this one here is just over 4 feet long, about 50 inches. So, but yeah, and it can split up to 200 pounds or more, I would guess, probably much more. But yeah, there's a video on Chris's channel, on this channel, I should say, on how to build one of these. It's super simple. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help out. I can tell you exactly what you need for materials and, kind of tricks and that kind of thing, getting it done. So
I've absolutely considered doing something very similar to that because I love the way it looks. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a steampunk industrial look, which I love.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I was kind of going for that,
Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect. Well, like I said, Dan is going to kind of slowly unbox this for us tonight. And again, I will moderate. So Dan, let's rock and roll. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll start by showing you guys. So this is the, for those of you who've received XM, you recognize the envelope. If for those of you haven't, this is typically what you get on top of one of the boxes. Usually XM's really good about sending one of these, a kind of parts layout in each of the box parts.
That's awesome.
And then
we did not have that.
we didn't have this.
We did not have that.
And there are no directions. So on the back, you get a scannable QR code that links you to a video, which I coincidentally enough have up on my phone, an assembly video.
Smart. Very smart.
Now, let me just say that the assembly video is he assembles it in about 6 minutes. The total video is about 11, just under, and he's got the whole thing assembled in 6 minutes. So
no chance in hell.
It ain't going to be 6 minutes.
It will not be 6 minutes.
It's not. So
No.
So we'll go ahead and get started. What do you say?
I say let's rock and roll. Let's do this.
I've got 2 boxes that look like this. So the one thing I wanted to do, guys, just to get us ready, was to take the base out, as we were talking about earlier. If you can see, here's the box that's right next to me.
And that is just the first box.
This is just one part of the first box.
And that's like 70 pounds for that part. Yeah,
exactly. But you had the base was in this part here, and then we've got a few of the ancillary pieces around the edges. So we're going to go ahead and take those out, and we'll start with that. So.
Board Cube one says we need to do a time lapse. So I don't know.
A time lapse?
Maybe speed this up. That's right. Maybe I could do that in post editing. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm going to take these little pieces out, and so the first pieces that go in are these little rebar pieces.
And those actually go in the back, like the back of the statue.
There are a couple on the front and a couple on the back.
That's right. There are a couple on the front.
Yep. And so I think there's 4 of them. So take those out. We'll get those on. The layout of the parts is really funny in the box, because it's not like you just go one box to the next. You finish one, go on to the next. You have to go back to them. So I'll set this one aside once I've got all the pieces out. Yep, there's 4 of them, Chris. I was right.
Okay, and this is a helpful hint. If you are new to collecting and you are unboxing for the very first time, whenever you take a piece out, sometimes, like if XM didn't send that big poster with where things go, what I would do is I would take pictures of the items and where they all went in the packaging, because sometimes it was confusing.
Oh yeah.
But also, like, Dan is taking the tissue paper off. So as you take the tissue paper off for that part, put that tissue paper right back in that same spot. That way, if you ever go to box it back up, you'll have the right tissue paper in the right spot, or the right wrap if you have a Prime 1 or something. So again, just a little helpful hint if you're new to collecting.
Yep. So I am now going to look for the. I already am struggling. How's that?
Have you broken a sweat yet?
I am getting there.
Yeah.
That was us last time around, breaking a sweat.
For sure.
So you know what I need? Light.
Light is good.
The base is actually tipped.
Yes, it's at an angle.
So,
which is what I love the most about it. I love that it's at an angle.
Bump the light. Are they all on the back, Chris?
I thought they all went on the back, and they're color coded. Dan, remember?
They are color coded.
Yeah. So I think all of them went on the back, which I thought was funny because you don't really ever see them.
You don't see them, and I think you're right. I've got them going on the back.
See, I don't remember any on the front, but I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Yeah, sorry for the exciting view of my butt, but they all go on the back.
Okay. Eric S says XM packaging is the best straps. I agree. I think to me, they have the best packaging, period. Especially for the ones I've received. Like the Samurai line, they're all those heavy duty boxes. And then the straps, it's just, I just don't feel like there's any company that does it better, in my opinion.
Without question. I'm gonna
and I didn't really get to experience that until I got my first Samurai piece.
So okay. I'm gonna take the wheels out.
Lane says an XM statue assembly fun time for us all. Yes, it is. Kevin says XM is the best packaging. Absolutely.
No joke.
Okay, we have the man himself, Brad Ladner, just arrived. Can't have a party until Brad's here. Good to see you, Brad. All right, I think I saw you take out a big wheel.
Oh, I took out a big wheel, all right.
Yep. It's just I'll still never forget taking that out and see how big it was. Like, it's like, oh my God, this thing is going to be massive.
So how many people in the chat are saying that they already have or they're getting this piece?
Let me know, guys, in the chat. So please let me know if you are getting this piece. Dan and I are getting this one, obviously, but I'd love to know who else is adding this to their collection. Yes, Lane, I did see the Alex from Rad Titan did the purple Catwoman. I really like that piece a lot. Bat Beast is asking, how much is this piece again? It's around $3,000, right?
I think it was 24 and change plus shipping.
Okay, 24 and change plus shipping.
I believe that's what it was, something like that, like 24, 25, or you know what I mean, something like that.
Yeah, something like that with the conversion rate.
That's the thing, yeah.
Brad said, I passed. I'm the only one in the world that doesn't like that story. Oh, you don't like the story?
Oh, wow.
I just got finished reading. Have you read the Harley Quinn hardcover?
I'm in the middle of the Harley Quinn one right now.
Okay, actually. I just finished tonight.
Oh, did you really?
I loved it. And I can't wait to ask Sean, because I didn't realize at first that that's not his art, but it's based on his art. He did the covers.
Right. The Harley Quinn one.
The Harley Quinn. But so I wanted to ask him, like, how that decision's made. Like, how does that, because it's his art style, right, but it's not him doing the art. So I was curious. I thought that was neat. Let's see. Keith Reed said he's getting it. Romaine says, I am not, because I only get animated series stuff. ES, we're thinking it's $8.99, Ken. We thought it was originally $1,200, but Dan says $8.99.
Mine is number 227 out of 899.
227. We've got Alan Kiefer said, mine is on the way. Den says, I'm ordering soon. Vane21 says, getting Batman 0 Year on bike instead. Dan?
Well,
did you decide?
There's an answer to that dilemma.
Okay.
The answer is to get both.
To get both. And have you made that decision yet?
Yeah.
Did you order it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh, my gosh. You know, I looked again today because, you know, obviously you were thinking about it, and I took another look at it. And when you go on Sideshow's site, it sells it as a 1/3 scale statue.
Does it really?
It says 1/3. But if you go back and watch the videos from some of those cons where it's right next to the Bermejo Damned Batman, it is clearly 1/4 scale. So I don't understand why they're selling it as a 1/3. So I don't know.
I did not think for a second that was a 1/4 scale piece.
It's 1/4 scale.
I mean, sorry,
1/3 scale. Yeah, 1/3 scale. Yeah, I didn't either. So I just don't know why they're billing it that way, because it's not even close. Kevin, we are unveiling the White Knight Joker on the show. It's right over there. I've got it right there. It's sitting on my counter here. So it is going to be unveiled on the show Wednesday night with Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy's going to be on Rogues Gallery Live, and we're unveiling it to the world. So please join us Wednesday night, okay? Please. Brad said that he hears that number 227 was a good one. So that's we'll find out. We'll find out.
Like fine wine. Yeah, so that was just kind of tricky putting that on. So the bike itself has, see that you put the rear wheel on first. And just to give you guys a sense, here's the front wheel, which is the same size.
It's so big.
Yeah, I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's a monster.
That's what she said.
I
had to throw one in there at least. Yeah.
You know, I'd say no exaggeration. This weighs 10 pounds. Yeah, yes. That's got to weigh 10 pounds.
It's super solid.
And it's edge of tire to edge of tire. It's 8 inches. So it's a pretty good size little piece. I'm going to go back to my reference video here.
You got
Talk
it.
amongst yourselves.
You got it. Well, I'll talk a little bit about this Joker for a second. So
yeah.
Let me just say how cool this Joker is, guys. It is going to be a day one pre-order for me. Dan?
Oh, yeah, that's without question.
Yeah. Day one pre-order. It perfectly goes with this Bat bike. It's so well done. There's a couple different head sculpts, a couple different swap outs. So I don't even think Sean's seen it yet. So again, Sean Murphy is going to be on our show Wednesday night. Rogues Gallery Live.
He has not seen it yet?
I don't think so.
That's funny.
I mean, he might have seen some work in progress, but I mean, he certainly hasn't seen it in person.
That's funny.
So this is really exciting. So again, I'm so excited that he's going to be on the show. Can't you just keep the one you have? XM just doesn't do that. I mean, these are, and this is a prototype. This is not, well, I don't think it's a production sample. I believe this is a prototype. So no, I won't be able to keep this. I wish I would. I would love to, but because I love it. I love it. Cannot wait to show you guys.
Okay, so now the search for parts begins, Chris.
Yes, that's the hard part. What goes where
is the hard part.
Ken, they have announced that they are doing a Harley Quinn. Sang did tell me that that Harley is in production for the print of her. So hopefully we'll see her soon. And if the line continues to do well, they will do an Azrael. I saw kind of what he's thinking of. He kind of showed me a behind the scenes kind of, what he's thinking for the statue. And so hopefully they'll keep this line going because it's really, really awesome. And again, that the Batman Beyond one hasn't come out yet, has it?
The which one?
The brand new one, the Batman Beyond one, the comic book.
Oh yeah, it's out.
The whole thing, or just issues?
No, the first 2 issues.
Okay, so I'll probably wait until it comes out on hardcover. But I've loved these 3 stories. I just think they're fantastic.
I absolutely love them. I think the original White Knight. I can't think of a Batman story in the last 10 years that's better than that. I just think it was really well done.
So you like it better than like Court of Owls?
Oh,
you said 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years is Court of Owls was 10 years ago. Actually, 10 years ago, just over 10 years ago. Actually, 2011.
Was it really? That's nuts.
2011. Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go.
All right. So
that's crazy.
I agree.
Brad says, Chris, if you tell them that you licked it all over, they'll probably let you keep it.
There's that.
I mean, I guess what happens if I don't send it back? Like, would they just charge me? And I'm like, oh well, this, let's keep it.
Charge you a lot too.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they do have my credit card number on file, probably. So.
Okay. Important note: this is proving already very helpful.
Yes, I was going to say if we only had that.
No, it was just like hunt and peck for every single piece.
Okay, we've got somebody in here called Chris and Dan Ultrafan.
Chris and Dan Ultrafan.
Which is awesome. Did Chris freeze yet? I've taken bets. Actually, I froze before the show started.
On the pre-show, Chris.
On the pre-show of us just talking, I froze. So fingers crossed. So Dan, if I go silent for a while, you know that I just have frozen. But hopefully your stream will keep going.
Real good omen. So, okay. We're good. So far, so good. So I got the foot pegs on.
Brad said, I can think of a lot of stories that were better. This may be a new debate to have. There you go. Let's bring it. Bring it, Brad.
Yeah, bring it, Brad. Tell us what's better in the last 10 years than White Knight.
Yeah, tell us. Because it's a fantastic story. And I really liked Curse of the White Knight, too. I was
going to say, and Curse is just as good.
And I'm really loving the Harley one. Like, I feel like it's just really good. And
so far, so good.
It has a lot of throwbacks to like 89 Batman, and it's got these new characters which are fun.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love it.
There's Chris. Let's see if they put the sticker on, and they did. They put the sticker on right.
It was upside down on the one we got.
It was upside down in the production sample. Sticker is correct.
That's a good one.
That's a good sign.
I love it. Bruce Wayne's Bentley says, hey, Chris, which artist do you think draws the best Joker? Jim Lee, for sure, in my opinion. I'm going to disagree with that. I really like Jason Fabok's Joker. I really like him a lot. I like Jim Lee's Joker, but it's just a little different. I don't know. Do you agree? It's like not everybody's cup of tea.
Chris, you know how I feel about Jim Lee, right?
Yes, I do.
But I agree with your opinion.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I think there's been other versions that Jim Lee's done that's been better. But like when I think of Jim Lee's Joker, I think of Hush. And again, it's just a weird take.
It's good. But I have to tell you, I think Fabox is better.
Yeah, I do. I think so. Stanley says, "Can you put a timer on Dan assembling it?" We've allotted no time. There's no time limit. This might be either a 2-hour show. It could be a 40-hour show. I don't know. So hope you have your coffee ready, some donuts for the morning.
I was just going to say, get your breakfast ready.
Yeah.
I will show you guys piece by piece. This, one of the real cool aspects of this piece is the detail. And until you see it in person, and I mentioned that I wasn't going to take the camera off, but at the end of the build, I will, and give you guys some close-ups. The engine, just the whole engine, the bike assembly itself is a work of art. This is the fork assembly for the bike's forks and clutch, and then it has the winch assembly for one of the weapons. You see the rope, what looks like rope. It's all sculpted, 100% sculpt. It's just really incredible.
And that's where it begs, like do you cover it? Do you not cover it? Like, I like the covered look better, but it almost pains you because then you're covering all that up.
Yep, I agree. But what's funny, Chris, if you watch the assembly video, it is, I do the springs. It's much easier than you and I made it.
No, I'm sure.
Just to swap them on and off.
I do. Did we miss something then, or was it just, did they make it just look easy?
It's just the way that you do it. I think we kind of missed it.
I think my favorite look is still the covered look with the gun coming out the side, with the hatch. But
I agree. It's just, I won't go so far. I mean, the story's not old enough yet to say it's iconic, but that look is kind of iconic to the bike.
Yeah, it's such a long front. Gotham Goon says it's been over 6 minutes already, Dan. You lose.
So these are the coil springs,
and they're real metal.
And they're metal.
We know where those go now.
Yep,
they just go right over the prongs.
There you go, right over the top there. And we will insert this accordingly.
Brad says everything except Tom King is pretty much better in my opinion. Future State, Fear State, Robin series, Shadow War so far, Joker comic, Arkham Tower. There's some of those I have not read, so I can't comment.
Okay. I mean, I respect your opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joker War was really good. Three Jokers was also really good. I
did like Joker War. Bat Beast to say I love Greg Capullo's Joker best, and that's another great Joker.
That's another great one.
Very iconic, and he took a totally different take on it.
All right, you're going to make me back off of my position now on the Joker. So
yeah, I know. Mike Stainbrook says I'm feeding my face as I watch. Well, eat up, me hearty Joho.
All right, we go put the front wheel on next.
Oh, Brad's still going. He's got Dark Knight's Metal, Puzzle Box, I Am Batman, 3 Jokers. I don't know. I love White Knight.
What? I agree with you. And I love the art. That's the one thing. I love the art.
Paul is saying, first Dan cancels Arkham Harley. Now these Jim Lee comments. You guys are breaking my heart.
Oh, no, I love Jim Lee. Oh, don't misunderstand. I love Jim Lee. You know I do. He's the top of the list. But if we're just talking about the way the Joker is drawn, there's something about the way Fabok does Joker is really good.
Yep.
But I have to agree that Capullo's Joker is awesome. It is
awesome.
As is Sean Murphy's, by the way.
Right. So that front wheel just keyed in. Yep. And it's like a loose attachment, right? It doesn't really attach into anything yet.
It's pin and key. So
yeah, but it doesn't attach to that bigger part of the bike yet. If I remember right.
It is not attached at this point.
Yeah. But it's looking good already.
It's getting there.
Jim Lee's Joker recently is infinitely better than how it was in the Hush days. And yeah, I think he's made some good changes. Although, again, like to me, the way Fabok drew the Joker, especially in the 3 Jokers, like I'm looking at the covers, that's what I think a Joker looks like. Let's see. Ken J says, any specific Murphy version characters you two particularly want to see as statues? I really love this design for Bane and Ivy. I've got one right off the bat that I have to say it. I messaged Sang because I really want in Curse of the White Knight, there is a great scene with Mr. Freeze and Nora.
Oh yeah.
Where Freeze is like got his hand up on the glass. And I said, oh my God, that would be like an ultimate Freeze diorama. Because yes, it is Sean Murphy's art style, but it's still, I think that anybody could appreciate that because it has the full size, dome with Nora floating. And I don't know, I want that so bad. I think that would be an incredible Mr. Freeze at quarter scale. And he said it would be massive and it would probably be expensive. And I would be like, it'd be worth it to me. I think that could be the ultimate Freeze for me. I think it'd be awesome.
I think I have to agree with you.
But it would be big. But it wouldn't be as big as this bike. I mean, it'd be taller.
Right.
But it wouldn't be as wide. Yeah, Board Cube 1 of 2 says that would be great, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that goes there.
Aldi says I'm muted. Am I muted, guys? I don't think I am.
Muted?
No, it says I'm muted, but let me know if I am. Let me know in the comments.
Sorry, guys.
Kevin McAllister says XM has always been complicated to put together. Just look back years ago when we got the Hulkbuster. Yeah, I'm sure. Bruce Wayne Bentley says, hey, here's a question for both Chris and Dan. What's a penguin's full name, including middle name? Being the greatest Batman fan, you should know this. It's Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot.
Chesterfield. I didn't know Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. So let me know if I'm right. I think I am. Should be Chesterfield. Yes, the bike is massive indeed. It is, again, quarter scale. And you can really just, again, next to Dan, you can really see how big this is.
It's massive, guys. No two ways around it.
Yeah, Dylan, the Arkham Joker is phenomenal. The Arkham Knight, Arkham City. I mean, that look of the Joker is really, really great. Yeah, not muted. We're all good. Everybody's saying we're all good. Brad says Chris is right. There. Oh, see, there we go. Boom. I'm the Batman statue collector, guys. You're not messing with no rookie.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it getting thick in here? Or is it just me? I don't know.
Wound him up now, guys.
Yeah, you wound me up. Now you're asking for it. I tell you.
Now you're asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, those parts are on.
Says Chris, you nailed it. That's exactly why you're the DC ambassador. Well, there you go. I've got some breaking news with that though. So I haven't announced this yet, but they have. Sorry about that. They have basically canceled that program.
Well, that was quick.
Discovery took over Warner Brothers, and you've seen them canceling all the shows and things like that. Yeah. And so that was one of the things I just think they're sweeping through and canceling everything. So I've got one video that hasn't come out yet, and they're sending me a fourth box. But then that'll be it. So I've been an ambassador since like January. Then to get approved at Warner Brothers, it takes months and months to get everything approved. And then now they've ended the program. So
that was exceptionally fast.
So it was supposed to be a year. So it's really disappointing, but it is what it is. I still feel like it's a big, massive honor that I was picked to represent Warner Brothers in DC that way. So
I agree. You collected. Look at this.
What? No.
Look at this. The chain.
Bike chain.
Yeah.
You got a little foam in there too. Don't forget that.
Little foam. Protect the chain. It's awesome.
Captain Trenchcoat said, "Did they mention if and when a non-cycle Batman version would be seen?" I will answer that question. So I did talk to Sang this week, and he said that if this line continues to prove to be popular, Harley, Azrael, they will absolutely consider a individual Batman, but it depends on how this line does. I asked him about sales on the Bat bike, and he said, "I'm not the sales guy. I have no idea." So I thought that was pretty funny. But so if these continue to sell, I think that you will start to see more just Batman by himself. I think that'd be really awesome.
It would be interesting to see what pose.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what we would get. I kind of thought, I didn't even know with the Joker. I was actually kind of hoping for this one. This is my CGC right here. I really like this pose, but this is not the pose.
Oh yeah,
still love this cover.
But the one they gave us is really good.
It's really good and it's really fun.
Yep.
Dan, what are the measurements of this custom shelf? Do you have the length?
Yep. Let me. So the total length of the top shelf right now, and I'll qualify that with an asterisk, and I'll tell you why in a minute, is 46 inches. I thought it was over 50. It's not. It's 46 inches. It is 30.5 inches tall from the floor. And there is one shelf in between. So I've got two shelves that are each about 12 inches or so, 12.5 inches in between. So yeah, 46 inches right now. The Bat bike has, roughly 5 inches on either end, 6 inches, something like that.
So we were talking about the snow. You're going to have room for the Joker right beside it.
Room for the Joker. And as I was saying, and this is what I was getting at the asterisk a minute ago, excuse me. So I was telling Chris in the pre-show that my intent is probably going to be to swap out the top shelf on this unit to make one same exact depth, but just extend by maybe 6 or 8 inches on either side and create a spot for Harley on one side and Joker on the other.
Be awesome.
That would be, yep.
You know what that means, though? You got to take this thing off of there.
Yeah, but you know what I found, Chris, is I have a 4-foot table that I got at Costco. It's like this $30 little 4-foot foldable table.
Yep.
And they're really sturdy.
Like what I have, kind of.
Yep, exactly. But you can adjust the height. And one of the heights is 30 inches because 30 inches is a countertop height.
Perfect.
And so I thought, well, if I put the table right in front of it, I slide the bike onto it, put the new top on the shelf, slide it back onto the shelf. That's probably what I'll end up doing.
That's
you could take a little bit of it apart, maybe just anything that has a chance at shaking loose, but that's kind of how I plan to do it.
That's awesome. Donald says, I heard rumors about the Prime 1 Penguin price point being $1,700. Yeah, our friend Sick Mansion Collectibles had kind of heard this rumor. I don't think it's true. I can't imagine Penguin being that much. Batman, maybe with the tower, I don't know, but Penguin is very small, so I can't imagine him being that much. I think that would be just stupid. But we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, it will be expensive with the two of them together. There's no doubt. You're looking at over $2,000, but I don't think you're gonna look at $3,000.
I'd be really surprised.
I would be surprised.
That Penguin strikes me as like maybe a $1,250 piece. I mean, the base is real simple. Right.
It's very simple. It's a small base. It's a narrow base, and he's very tiny.
And the only reason I even say $1,250 is because he comes with all those portraits.
Right. And so I can't imagine him being 17. I think that is definitely a rumor. And again, we don't know anything until Prime 1 says it. So, they have not announced anything yet.
Yep. Just showing the guys some of the suspension and the detail.
Now that is not metal. That is sculpted.
This is sculpted. Yep.
Yeah, but it looks just like the metal on the other part. And this is that side panel. I think that one went on the back, if I remember.
I think it does too.
Yeah, Board Cube 1 of 2. You're gonna freak out when you see this Joker. It is so good. I love it. I come down here. I've had it for what? If I had it for like 5 days, 4 or 5 days.
It's really good.
I've already filmed the review, so the review is up and ready to go. It's just waiting for us to do the unboxing. So
that should tell you all you need to know, guys.
Yeah,
the review is already done.
Review's already done. Can't wait. Hello to you, Blackbird Tech. Thanks for joining us. Henry asked about the depth. I don't know if you ever said the depth of your table. Did you ever say?
I can tell you right now. That's why I kept the trusty
Yes.
tape measure out.
Always have one of those in your back cave, everyone.
So these shelves are 16 exactly.
Okay. Stanley says, have you heard of any new pieces developing from Tweeterhead? Oh my God, yes. Can I talk about any of them, Stanley? No.
No.
But
so there you have it.
I can tell you that you're going to be happy. The community is going to be very happy. So stay tuned. Sebastian says, if Penguin ends up being $1,700, I don't see how we will be able to keep up with the prices. Sebastian, we can say that right now. Like, I don't know how a majority of people are keeping up. It's getting to the point where I don't know. I've said it before, like we've gotten to a tipping point. People obviously keep buying, but I think with the edition sizes so low in some of these cases that clearly not as many people are buying, but they're happier selling less at the higher price. Brad says Dan looks sculpted too.
Dan is sculpted.
He's been working out.
Dan works out a lot.
That's right.
Got to stay healthy.
Jaden says Tweeterhead Riddler calling it now. Can't say anything.
Chris, it's brutal.
It's no secret that Tweeterhead has said that they want to do all the villains. So it's awesome. Can you order that bike? It already looks. Can you still order the bike? It already looks awesome. Yes, I think you can. Cash Gemini in the house. How's it going, Cash? Hey, chat and panel looking good so far, guys. Yeah, I'm liking Tweeterhead, Chris, Joker, and Harley secured. Nice. That is awesome. Everybody's saying hello to Cash. Let's go back to Dan here so you can see what he's doing. Obviously, he's a lot of this again, guys, is kind of fine tuning this together. Like there's so many parts.
It is no joke.
Yeah.
It's by far the most complex statue I've ever put together.
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt.
And somehow, and it was, I'll be completely honest. I mean, there was something reassuring in, that just clicked in really nice. Just the two of us in the room putting it together was nice because it's like when one of us got stuck, the other one kind of
like fresh eyes.
The other one out.
Yeah, that's all the pressure's on you right now.
All the pressure, but it is just a masterpiece. I don't even know how else to say it. It's a masterpiece. And just to give you a sense of size, guys, look at my hand next to this thing. It's just really impressive.
It's crazy.
Really impressive.
Bruce Wayne's Bentley says, sorry, Chris, I don't know if you've ever talked about this on your channel, but did you think about getting the glass shelves for your statues? Keeps the dust away. Yeah, I like that look, but at the same time, I like open air. Dan feels the same way.
I really do.
I do like the look. Like I've seen some collectors lately that have like the J&D Wonder Woman, and they have this great glass display case around her. I think that looks great, and I think that I could see myself maybe doing that with my life-size Heath Ledger bust or something. But I really just like my stuff open air. And I just prefer that. By the way, remember, Dan, how my Batman Hush was tilted a little?
How you what?
My Batman Hush was tilted a little, my Batcave Hush. Yeah. I took it apart today and wedged some paper under his foot, and now he's straight. So I'm real happy with that. I fixed a $1,400-$1,500 statue with some paper.
Some paper.
That's all it takes sometimes. Paper and super glue are the statue collector's friends.
Paper and where's this going?
I just had a quick look to see if it's available to order still. Happy hunting. That's fantastic. While Dan is doing that, I will see if I can get a link for you guys. I'm not sure. Let me find out.
Here we go.
Now Dan won't know if I'm frozen or not, but
I'm guessing you are.
Price point is at least on this site $2,370. So I am going to copy that, and I will see if I can get a link put in here for you guys.
Is that right? Yeah, the one thing you really have to be cautious of with this piece, guys, there's a lot of little intricate pieces that you just feel like could snap at any time. But to the manufacturing quality, credit, no issue so far at all.
That's great news.
Yep.
For sure. Okay. I'm going to post this in there. And then I'm going to see if I can pin it for you guys as well.
Goes like that. Goes like that. Were you able to find it, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I needed my mic because I knew it would have an echo. So I have pinned it to the top, and I am putting it in the link description as well. Okay. So it should be in there, guys. If you're interested in ordering, it should now show in the pin post. Yeah. Okay. So we should be good to go there.
Cool.
So congratulations to anybody that might order it.
Highly, highly, highly recommend it.
Brad says, Chris, do you have a link for a large pan meat lovers? Yes, that'll be a Pizza Hut. So that's what we had for supper tonight.
Did you really?
We did.
Nice.
My wife is out of state, and so we just, me and the boys, we kind of bachelored it tonight and had some Pizza Hut.
Sweet.
Haven't had it in probably almost a year, probably. We're a Little Caesars family. That's what we get. We like Little Caesars.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Those are two kinds of pizza we don't have here.
Both of them, really?
We used to have Pizza Hut, and they closed.
Okay.
And I don't know where the closest Little Caesars is.
Well, you probably have way better pizza. I mean, you're back east, so you have like real pizza.
We have, well, in this area, it's primarily Greek style pizza.
So what is that? Like what makes it Greek pizza?
I don't know. It's just the Greeks tend to own most of the pizza places that are like north of Boston. In Boston, it's Italian, but north is Greek. I'd say it's just a little bit thicker than. It's like Italian, just a little bit thicker. Oh, there he is.
That's right. We can't have the party now without Jeff. So I'm glad he's here. Thanks, Jeff, for being here. So the best pizza. I mean, I've had pizza from everywhere, and one of my favorites is Giordano's in Chicago. Like that was phenomenal. You have had it? What'd you think?
It's phenomenal.
But my favorite of all time was this little hole in the wall pizza place in New York. Hey, should I announce it?
Yeah, announce it. I was just waiting because I wasn't sure if you were going to say something.
All right, so here we go. If you're watching, as of right now, most of the Rogues Gallery crew is going to New York Comic Con.
We're going to New York.
We're going to New York. So it's official. We're doing it. I'll probably make another announcement video. So hopefully we'll get everybody. I don't think Jeff Delaney is going to be able to make it, but I think maybe the rest of us will. If not, at least 3 or 4 of us. So
yep.
Very excited. So I'm actually hoping that I can go find that pizza place again, just because it was so good. It was, I don't know, it's the one that's way down closer to the World Trade Center. That's where the World Trade Center was. Okay. There's a comic book shop there. One of the
Midtown?
Midtowns, the ones downtown, way downtown.
There's one every 30 steps. So
Midtown I thought there was only 3.
no, pizza places, I mean.
Oh yeah, but it was like just like 2 doors down from there. It was real close. We went on a New York tour. We went to like Statue of Liberty and different places. Actually, I can find out the name. I'm gonna look for the name because I have to go there when we go. So we were there 2019, I think. Hopefully it's still there. But it was the best pizza slice. We liked it so much that we actually went all the way across town on the subway and got it again. And I think we tried at least, I bet 10 different pizza places while we were there.
Really?
Because it's New York. You have to try the pizza.
Well,
and every single sign says, world's best pizza.
We're gonna introduce you to the world's best pizza.
Yeah.
John's Pizza. It's the world's best pizza.
John's. I wonder, is that near Times Square?
Yep.
I think I had it.
Really?
I think that we tried that one because is that the one that has like all the famous people inside on the wall?
It does. Yep.
I think we tried it.
Well, that would be something. That would be a coincidence and a half right there.
All right, let me see.
Where does that go? They make this look so easy. Can you guys see me crawling around the statue over here?
Yeah, let me. While I'm looking for pizza.
That's pretty funny. It's kind of ridiculous, is what it is. Yeah, John's Pizza. I think it's on 42nd. Actually, I think.
Let's see.
Okay. Had them backwards.
Right, so this is the place right here. Little Italy Pizza.
Little Italy Pizza. Well,
and I just have never had a slice that's better than that. I loved it. I think we did. It was at night. We did John's Pizza at night. So let me see. I'm gonna go see if I can find it.
It was the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Well, I certainly would be willing to go again.
Aha.
This was really cool. That was the same trip. I know this is off topic, but saw Jeff Daniels.
Did you?
Right there. He was doing a play. So he actually, he was out signing autographs.
Love
so
Jeff.
That was pretty neat. We did a Seinfeld tour. That was a lot of fun too.
Oh, I've never done that. Was that good?
It was great. Yeah, it was the real Kramer. The real Kramer gave the tour.
Right.
And we went to the soup kitchen, where the soup Nazi, and we went to where the cafe is. It was neat.
That's just awesome.
All right. Did you say Joe's or John's?
John's.
This is the one we went to. It was, well, I can't see it, but it was Joe's Pizza.
Okay.
And that was, I don't know, it was the Greenwich Village Institution, it says, since 1975. So maybe I haven't done John's yet.
It's amazing. That's all I got to tell you.
We went to a place called I think it was like Maroney's Pizza Place. I had to go there. It was like, yeah, it's Gotham.
Maroney's.
Yeah. Captain Trenchcoat. He was doing To Kill a Mockingbird. Yes, that's what he was doing. We actually went to New York because my wife's a big Potter fan. Actually, our whole family is. But we went to the Harry Potter play there, which was the coolest thing I've ever seen live. Like, it was insane. It's a 2-night play. How great is that? You go one night and then you have to go back the next night.
A 2-night play?
Yep. And it's crazy because like after the first night, like the whole theater transforms, like literally the walls, everything. they use projections and things changing, and then it's like the whole atmosphere changes, and then you go back the next night, and it all starts over again. It's really crazy.
That's insane. I didn't know it was a 2-night thing. That's cool. That is cool. The beast continues to come together. Chris, are you frozen? Oh, he's frozen again. I thought we'd get away with only the one freeze today. Guess not.
All right, I'm back.
Ah, he's back. There he is.
Yep. Who had 56 minutes?
56 minutes.
Yep.
Yep. Absolute beast.
Yeah, Midnight Dip. I did go to the Midtown Comics that is closer to Times Square. That's actually where I met a Tim, and that was the bigger store. The one that I'm talking about was but a smaller store, but still had statues in it. I bought Batman Damned there. That's what I bought.
What did you buy?
Batman Damned.
Oh, the book?
Yep. I don't know if it had just come out or not, but that's what I remember. That's what I bought when I was with the Tim there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we did have Marco's Pizza, Gotham Cinnabites. We did have Marco's, but it didn't last very long. It actually closed. We've got Little Caesars, and we've got like Old Chicago here. And we've got some just like local joints, and those were really good. We have like some pizza brewery places here, like microbrew places, and it's good. Yeah. My favorite, there's this place here in my hometown called The Scheme, and it's been open since the 70s.
The Scene.
They're only open on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And, you have to call right when it opens to get a table. Like it's, but it is the best pizza in town. Like it is so good, but it's real expensive. So we only go like once or maybe once a year.
It's real expensive?
Yeah. It's just like, it's like $30 or $40 for a pie. I mean, it's really expensive.
Wow.
But it's worth it. It's so good. It's so good. Uh-oh. Agent 37, did Dan ever do a room tour? I was waiting for one of those comments.
Nice.
Well, Dan just moved into this room. And so he's getting everything settled, and then he's going to do one.
Yep. And we're real close.
Lane says, maybe starting to unbox some statues on live stream. Any suggestions for a camera setup, lighting? Make sure that you always have something that freezes. That's the in order to be successful, you have to have a freezing camera. But anyway, yeah, we both use Rode mics.
Yep.
I've got mine right here. And I don't know, my camera is like Vitade, Vitade. I got it on Amazon. I'd like to upgrade because I don't think it's great, but that's kind of what I use for my live streams.
A 1080p Logitech webcam that I'm using.
Yeah, and this is a 1080p too. Now, whenever you stream, though, it's only 720. So, at least most streams.
Gotcha.
Justin saying we're making him hungry. Yeah, I know. We're talking about pizza. Dick Face Alvaro. I love that name. Chris, why the change of heart with the samurai line? Did you see one in person and that changed your mind? I didn't see one in person. A lot of it has to do with this dude right here. And also, I hung out with Jeff Delaney at Disneyland back in, November? And he was talking about the samurai line. Dan had been talking about the samurai line because, we chat in our chat group constantly. Kind of private behind the scenes, and I don't know, they just swore by it. They swore by it, and I was just going to start with Deathstroke and maybe Samurai Batman, and then once I got them in, it's just like you see what they're talking about. Like they're just so good, and there's just would you say there's just more to them? Like they're just heftier.
Oh yeah.
They're
I mean,
just,
there's no comparing. Like you can't say, you can't compare like a quarter scale samurai to to a sideshow quarter
you
scale.
can't. And again, there's nothing wrong with the sideshow quarter scale.
Oh no, it's nothing like that at all.
They're just
Two different things.
different. They're just different, and it's just like whenever I come into this room, to be honest, the first thing that my eye goes to is the samurai pieces before they go to the Prime 1 pieces, before they go to the sideshow pieces, and then of course my eyes go everywhere else. But it's just something about the way these look. And again, I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I just love them. So yeah, this guy over here, right there, he's Delaney.
Well, and ultimately it's Delaney, because when Delaney reviewed, I think it was his review of Deathstroke, he talked about not only Deathstroke, but he had Batman too.
Yes, right. I think they're two of the best.
Yeah.
Vanilla Gomez says, "Hey, can I get a shout out?" Hey, Vanilla Gomez, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the show tonight, and congratulations, because he finally got his shipping notice from our friendly neighborhood seller. We're talking about Todd. So that's awesome. He got the Infinity Studio Wonder Woman bust. That's fantastic.
Nice.
That is a long time coming.
Wow.
It's been out for like 2 years.
All right. Got the guns on.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Whew. You asked me if I was breaking a sweat. Yep, I'm breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I would imagine. But look at it; it's looking really good.
It's looking awesome. These guns here, oh my god! Yeah,
and those are the ones with the they have the bullets, like you kind of tuck it up under in, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yep, they're belt fed.
Batbeast says, Dan, how's the Batman New 52 collection going? I saw you sold your DC Entertainment Premiere Edition.
I sold one of the two that I had. So if you read that listing, there's 175 of them. I was fortunate enough to, over the past several years, hunt down two of them. So I had a 9.4 and a 9.6. And of course, I sold the 0.4, and I will remain on the hunt for a 9.8. But, yep.
So if anybody sees one, let Dan know.
Yeah, if you see a 9.8 DC Entertainment, point me in that direction.
Yeah, he's on the hunt.
Yeah. I did just actually add an interesting book. So I hadn't had a copy of the #1 in a newsstand, and I found a raw from a seller that looks just like it's in phenomenal condition, like really good condition. So I took a chance and I bought it.
That's awesome.
Not crazy money because it's raw, but it's in really good condition. I think with a clean and a press, it has a legitimate shot at a 9.6. I don't know that it's a 9.8, but there's a 9.8 on eBay right now, newsstand #1 for $25,000.
Oh my God.
So,
wow.
And there's only one 9.8 on the CGC census, a newsstand.
Really?
So, yeah. Newsstands are really, 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 really hard to find.
That's awesome.
Yep. And this one's in really nice shape. So I'm hoping for a 9.6.
Yeah. Batby says, "Hey, Dan, if you ever find a 9.8, you can sell me that 9.6.
There you go.
Batbeast.
That's a deal.
Hey, why don't you, Batbeast, why don't you email Dan? It's DSD.
Yep.
Can't remember. 896 or 876?
DSD 825.
Ah, darn it. 825. Oh, I should remember that.
At Mac.com.
Okay. That is okay. I absolutely can remember that now, because that is a special number in our family. So DSD 825 at what? At Mac.com.
Yep, MAC.
Yeah. So email him if you're interested.
Yep.
Because I am sure that he would.
Yeah, because
love for you to have it.
With events like New York Comic Con coming up, there's a distinct possibility that you find, but there's 175 of them. And like I said, guys, these were handed out as thank you gifts. They never were for sale. DC had them printed, and Warner Brothers had them printed. They had Snyder and Capullo sign all 175. They sent them to CGC, had them slabbed and graded, and then they came back to Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers gave them out to 175 employees. And what I said in my comment was, how many of the 175 do you think were comic book collectors?
Yeah, they just threw them in the trash.
They either went in the trash, they're in the bottom of some box in an attic or a basement somewhere. They probably got beat up. They get, handed to a kid or something. I mean, my guess is there's just not too many around.
Stanley says Dan might need some food or caffeine to keep it energized.
Exactly,
everybody's saying, please somebody send Dan a pizza. Come on,
I agree. Send Dan a pizza.
Justin says, Chris, did you end up selling your Sideshow quarter scale Batman exclusive PF? I did. So I have no Batman quarter scale other than my 2 XM Samurai. And the thinking was I wanted to, which it was bittersweet because I actually think I bought that from Eric, if I remember right.
Which one?
The Batman PF.
Oh yeah,
with the blades.
Yeah,
or the chaps as people refer to them. Because my plan was or is possibly to if I do recreate my Rogues Gallery display, I want to put that Batman versus Killer Croc.
Yeah, as
a centerpiece, and then all of the rogues around that.
You think it'll still be okay at quarter scale?
I do. The only thing that bothers me is it's blue Batman. So I don't know if they'll do 2 different colors or not. Or that was again just a render, so I don't know if they've changed that or not. But I'm hoping that it just matches up scale wise. They're both quarter, so we'll see.
This thing is cool.
Yep, Eric. I know it's bittersweet. I forgot. Yeah, there's that great stand gargoyle. I love the lamp that hangs from his face.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, Brad, when we were there, I didn't go to the FAO Schwartz or the Lego store. We did go to the Disney store downtown in Times Square, but we didn't do any of those other stores. So I don't know if I'll have time to go shopping. We're going to be at the con most of the time, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Paul, I do prefer 1/3 scale. It's just my favorite scale, but they're coming out with a lot of good quarter scale stuff too. So I'm definitely a quarter scale statue collector for sure. There aren't very many statues that hold their value. Would you guys agree that it might be because so many companies are making statues? You could definitely argue that the market's oversaturated. But there are statues like, again, the Samurai line has definitely held their value.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And increased. Just curious, did anyone here ever anticipate a Man of Steel 2? I did. I can't believe they didn't make another one. But I've heard rumors and rumblings again that possibly Cavill will be Warner Brothers Superman again. So I don't know. We'll see.
Anything's possible with the right amount of money.
I was going to say, and they're definitely interested in kind of retooling DC's image, which I think can only be a good thing.
I agree with that.
Captain Trenchcoat says, are you expecting members to join at New York Comic Con? I'm hoping. We have kind of briefly talked about it, but we're hoping to do like a little meetup.
That'd be cool.
So I don't know where that'll be or when, but we're talking about it. We've got a number of months. This isn't until October, but let me know in the comments. Would you guys be interested in a meetup? Also, is anybody going? It's still worth it if we have 2 people show up, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
But it'd be cool to get a bunch of people together. Lane Kramer, yes, the Hush line has done well and held its value, especially the Superman. The Batman, not as much, but I do think the announcement that they are going to do a Hush Catwoman, that'll be a big deal. So it's pretty awesome. Paulie's Hideout, I have no idea. No idea. Chris, how do you think? We didn't have a plaque with ours, did we?
little box. I don't know if this is a plaque or
Looks like the plaque box.
it is a plaque box.
Yeah, I don't remember that we didn't have a plaque with the production sample.
I wasn't expecting this at all, guys. I was looking for the batteries for the light, and
I don't think they don't send them, Dan.
What's that?
They don't send the batteries.
You just had those batteries lying around?
Yep.
Oh,
I actually went out and got them just for it.
See, that was good thinking on your part.
Because they've said before that internationally they can't ship batteries. That's cool. Ooh, I like that it's vertical. Oh, it's like wider too. Is it wider than the Samurai ones?
Is it what?
Wider. It looks like it's a little bigger, like a little wider.
I don't know. I don't display my other ones, but I might display this one.
I like that one. I like that it's vertical like that.
That is cool. Oh, it's got the stand. Yeah, the stand in the back.
Yeah, it pops out.
Pops out.
Yep. Just like the Samurai ones. That's really neat.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I don't like them for the Samurai ones, but I think for this one it works.
Chris, I'm going to look. I'm going to see if I have batteries in my desk. Hold on.
Okay, sure. So Bat Beast is saying, Chris, how do you think Prime 1's dios like Batman versus Superman and Batman versus Joker will match up to their normal third scale statues? I think they'll match up perfectly. I think that they will be true third scale. I was still kind of hoping that they would continue those. Obviously, they're going to be like 3 boxes. They're going to be hella expensive. They take up a lot of room. So it's one of those things where it's frustrating that they're doing some of these in quarter scale, but quarter scale makes more sense. But I do think that the third scales will match up. Now, 1 for sanity, that would be pretty nuts. I think that they could easily tweak it a little bit and wouldn't make collectors mad. But we were talking earlier, like we can't even imagine if the other one was $3,000, like what would a quarter scale one be? It's just nuts. Captain Trenchcoat says, I'd be interested in coming to New York. I'd come just to meet you guys in person. Well, that's awesome. Thank you. We would love to meet you guys. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, it's just Henry Cavill. I'm telling you, he did a great job, but he never really got his true glory, I don't think.
Hey, Chris, do you remember what size the batteries were?
Yeah, I'll go grab them. Actually, somebody just asked me today earlier.
Really?
Yeah. I sent him a photo. I got him right here. We had two empty sets there at the same time. This is right here, 1.5 volt. They're very, very tiny.
1.5?
Yeah. You see right here? Can you look?
Yep. Holy cow. 43 milliamp. Okay.
And they're the ones where you like put like 3 together.
Yep.
They're like those super tiny. But that's so if anybody's watching and needs to know what batteries, I actually bought these on the recommendation of Sang himself.
The 1.5s?
Yeah, we're just that size. And I mean, I definitely didn't have those laying around. Yeah, a Spark Distractor says, have you guys seen the Prime 1 production pics? Yeah, I posted all those in the group today. We saw Arkham, Harley, we saw a number of them, and which I think we were talking earlier, I think it's real smart that Prime 1's doing that because people keep questioning like, oh, is this one still being made? Is this one still being made? So I think it's smart that they're doing that. Of course, we'll talk about it more on Rogues Gallery Live when we look at pictures on Wednesday. Again, if you're watching right now, Sean Murphy will be on the show Wednesday. We're going to live reveal the Joker prototype, White Knight prototype, while Sean's on the show. It's sitting right over here. So, again, please join us Wednesday night at our normal time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Cannot wait.
No luck. I have 3 volts, but not 1.5. So that's okay. I'll get them tomorrow.
Carl says, pre-ordered my Harley quarter scale tweeter head. That's awesome. That's a great piece.
Nice.
Dan, have you had any change of heart on picking up that Talon statue?
I
Do
I
it.
love it.
Do it. Do
I love
it.
it. I don't have a spot for it. I don't have anywhere to put that thing. But I did order the bike. Oh, we talked about that earlier.
So how did you magically have room for that, but not
I magically had
talent?
room, Chris. I magically had room.
Priorities, Dan. Come on. I mean, like for me, I would rather have Talon than the bike, but the bike is freaking awesome.
It just looks so cool. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I had early on planned on buying that bike. I mean, you might remember when we talked about it. God, it feels like 3 years ago. I had planned on it, but I thought for sure they had bailed on that thing.
Well, I mean, it's crazy. And so we have our collector friend Joe is getting that piece, and he's going to be sending that to me to review. So I'm very excited to see it in person, and hopefully it won't be too much longer. Somebody said that they've more production picks, so I'm going to Facebook as we're talking, and I will add them to my Rogues Gallery.
Production picks? What?
This one is that Jin Sakai, which was a cool piece that they're doing. But apparently, they added production pics of the Drowned.
Wow, they're going to town, huh?
So yeah, they're doing them, and then also, and again, like I think the problem is we've talked about it before, is that Prime One basically had factory issues where they had production issues, and they basically had to go back and start over.
Yep.
Which you can only imagine how long that would cause a delay. Yeah, these pictures are cool. Thank you for letting me know. I have added them to my Rogues folder so we can have them for Wednesday. Perfect. Mike says, again, congrats on the awesome piece, Dan. I'm going to peace out. Hey, thanks, Mike, for being here.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Have a good night, man.
Bat Beast 0 year, I'm telling you, is not third scale. If you go back, you can go back to there's a Cisco video, and it's literally right next, it's right next to the Batman Damned, and it's way tinier.
I'm counting on it not being third scale.
Yeah, and Batman Damned is not. I mean, it's a third scale, but it's not a massive third scale piece. Like, he's kind of hunched over,
right? And
so that alone, there's no way in the world it is third scale. No way in the world. So I'm here to tell you, do not think it's third scale unless Prime One does a swerve and suddenly they change the size. Which that's the thing, is they've never said what scale it is. They've never said what scale it is, and I think that was intentional because they couldn't. Like, if it was a sideshow thing and they had the license for 4 scale, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. But I do not think it's going to be third.
Chris, why are there 2 screws? Were there 2 screws in the cape?
No.
I don't remember. There's 2 screws in the bag.
And they already had the screw in the cape when I got it. So is that the way yours is?
I don't know. I'm about to take the cape out of the package. This is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so this part right here, Dan, you need to take your time.
Yep.
This, I've heard some collectors already. So again, guys, if you're watching this to help you put this together.
Yep.
So I'm going to give this. Okay, so
here's the size of the cape, guys.
The screw goes in through there, and then the screw head is magnetic, obviously, and so that's actually what holds the bat head on. So I've had some people where the bat head's fallen off. Some people didn't get the screw in right, and then the cape broke off and fell on the ground. So as Dan is cradling this like a baby, that's exactly what you need to do. You absolutely need to make sure that the screw is in, but then also you need to apply a little bit of pressure. You need to apply a little bit of pressure so the screw will really truly grip into the figure. Dan, I would almost, well, no, you do need to have the arms on. I was going to say maybe take the arms off to put the cape on, but
yeah, remember that's what that's the mistake we made when we put it together.
It is. The cape is fairly light. It's not too heavy, but
no, it's not.
Yeah, this part, guys, you just really have to be careful. And Dan, again, I'm going to hold my breath.
Yeah, I'm holding my own.
Stephen Warren says, hey, Chris, I want to do a video for the channel when I get the 1/6 scale Batwing from Jazz Inc. That would be amazing, Stephen. Again, just email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com or on Facebook if you're on there. I can't remember if you are, but please, I would love to feature that on the channel. Bats in the Belfry said, yeah, Rad Titan did a review, 1/4 scale for 0 year. Again, it's never been officially confirmed, but it sure looks quarter scale to me. Stanley says this is the tense, dramatic part of the show.
This really is the tense, dramatic part of the show.
Again, this part is scary because I even tried initially to like put it on, and like I remember the screw didn't quite grip. Like you just like kind of had to put some pressure on and then really, turn the screw. Yeah, Heart of the Party says go super slow, don't break it.
Yeah, we don't want to break it. That's for sure.
Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate it.
So one of the I do have a minor issue here.
What do you got?
There's a little bit of polystone encroaching on the edge of the hole for the screw.
Ah, so you have to dig it out?
Well, I'm not sure if I can just screw past it, by using the screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yep. See, that freed it up a little bit, I think.
So maybe just like some residual.
That's what it is. It's kind of just from the casting process.
Yeah. Just didn't get it bored out enough.
Yeah. So it's going to take a minute. So.
Yeah. Bat Beast, the Pattinson Batmobile from Hot Toys is really cool. It's not necessarily something I would get, but I do appreciate them from afar for sure. I think they're really great. For sure.
Yeah, I definitely have a little bit of residual on the bottom as well. I don't know if I might have to
like kind of drill it out a little.
I might have to drill at the bottom. There's residual on the bottom of the hole.
Just the bottom?
Yep. And I don't know if I can.
The bottom's the most important part because that's where you're going to want to grip.
Exactly.
Warren Dante says, I would thread in the screw on the body first without the cape to make sure it gets in there properly, no issues. I think that's a great idea, Warren.
It's going through now. I got it through.
Okay, good.
So now I can set it.
But I would do that. I would take the screw out and make sure it threads in nicely without the cape.
That's a good idea.
I actually think that, I can't remember. I think I did that, but I'm not sure.
That's why we work together.
That's right. Thank you again, Warren, for the.
Yeah, good idea.
Yep. Bat Beast is wanting to know, Dan, where you got your shirt.
Eric B, if you're still in the chat, I think it's called Spiral. A t-shirt, online t-shirt company called Spiral.
Cool. It looks great.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
And that's the Jim Lee art, right?
This is the Jim Lee, the Jim Lee statue, actually.
Right. Jim Lee statue. Yep. It's really cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm really glad you got that through there. Everybody's collectively holding their breath right now.
I'm with you, holding my breath with you.
Another issue, guys, that, as Dan's doing this, that you do have to consider with this piece is this cape sticks out far. So you have to be very mindful of where you put it. It can't be on the side of a room where you're going to walk right by it. Like, it just cannot. You have to be smart. It has to be kind of like at the end of a room or somewhere where you're not going to run into this thing, because the cape is incredible, but it does stick out. Eric says Spiral USA. Thanks, Eric. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Eric's the one that found them. I thought it's a great site too. They get new stuff. They like new designs all the time, and
That's awesome. Thanks, Eric. Great question, Bat Beast. How's the grip coming along?
I think it's working.
Okay.
I think.
Like I said, you just need to put a little pressure down with the screwdriver.
Nope.
I'm gonna say there's a lot of wiggle there.
Nope. We're not right.
I can't remember. Does it have a nut on the bottom?
No, it's threading into the statue, right? So into the body of the statue. It's threading into that.
Right. But I mean, there's no, it's just the flat screw. There's no, is there a washer?
There's a washer on this side.
Okay, on that side. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Ryan says cue dramatic music.
Yeah, it is not wanting to screw into that hole. Hold on.
So yeah, you might want to just see if you can thread it first without the cape.
Yep, exactly.
And just see if you get a grip. I think when we did it, I think it just has to be like a perfect right angle.
That's exactly it.
To get the right to get that grip going.
Yep.
Which again, guys, you really want to. This is the most crucial part. You want to make sure that this is done well because, again, this is what not only holds on the head.
There it is.
Okay.
So the second screw that they provided. That's what I just used. It's the same exact as the other one, so I don't know what it's for, but I just used that one. It's threaded in and it's seated tight, right?
Okay.
So in theory, when I put the other one on.
Yeah, Orchid Voodoo said you got two screws. Are they different lengths or thread spacing? Are they identical?
They're identical.
So maybe that's why. Maybe just in case,
I don't know. Both
something happens or it breaks or it clips or something.
I don't know, but there's two screws and there's two washers, and they're identical. I looked at the thread spacing. That's an excellent question and observation. And I looked at the length, and they're both the same.
Someone's asking about the cape, the total length of the statue, including the cape. Actually, yeah, I'm sure we can measure, but also we actually did the review on this already and we measured. So it'll give you an idea. If you go back on the channel, just search White Knight Batman statue review and you'll see it come up with Dan and I's picture on the front. And hopefully that'll give you some, more accurate measurements. So again, once we're done here, Dan might be able to do that as well. So we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to thank the 155 strong still watching. Thank you guys very much for being here. We're about an hour and a half in.
Damn, this piece is tricky.
Yeah, this is one you don't want to mess around with. You want to make sure it's perfect. But I'm glad at least you got a grip.
Well, I did, but I can't seem to find that angle that you were talking about.
Yeah, Orchid Voodoo just says if the threads are fine, the slightest angle difference will make it not catch.
Right.
So, and if I remember right, the screw is really kind of at a strange angle. I mean, it's not straight up and down.
That's for sure.
It's kind of at I don't know, it's not a 45, but it's definitely at an angle. If I remember right.
I do. I think I'm going to see if I can. You're remembering right, Chris.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm hoping that residual polystone isn't.
It's not in the way anymore.
Okay, good.
No, it's the angle of the screw.
And that might be a very common problem that collectors might have to deal with.
Yep.
Because I mean they were all produced at the same time in the same place, so hard to say.
Okay. Try a slightly different approach.
Hopefully this will go in nice and smooth.
Where's that light?
Again, we're all collectively holding our breath.
It's yeah, and you know the cape is so long.
Yeah.
That it wants to itself just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And I wish I was there to hold up that other end because that might.
And you can't tell exactly if you've got the right angle or not.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, is the problem.
Spark Extractor says sometimes it helps to start by turning the screw backwards a bit for it to line up with the thread and then screw it in.
More good advice. You guys are.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're real thankful for you all here tonight. Not only for you being here and hanging out with us, but also the great advice you're giving. Can't do this without you guys. Batby says, are there any specific New 52 covers or variants that you're looking for, Dan?
Sorry, bear with me, guys.
Yeah, sorry. We'll come back to that, Bat Beast.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I cannot get the angle on this thing right. Nope, it wants to push around the edges. It's not. I can't get it to grab in there.
You guys had the right idea the first time around having two people assemble it. Yeah, I agree. I think, looking back on that, I don't know if I could have done it by myself. It would have been a nightmare.
It's funny. It's good having the experience, but this part is brutal. It doesn't. You can't tell if you're at the right angle or not.
Or even the right. Can you tell if you're at the right height? Like if you need to lower it down a little?
That you can't tell, because once you set the key in there, that is the right height. Like if that's like that. Then the angle.
And remember, it's definitely more forward. Like the cape is real forward.
Is it okay? So that's helpful. All right. Sorry, this is that we're kind of stuck here.
Nelson says this installation has become a bit screwy.
No argument here.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. The first White Knight video is probably my first BSC live. Hey, we're glad that you're back with us again.
You picked an interesting one.
Yeah. Heart of the Party says if the screw isn't going in easily, then the angle likely isn't right. Look at the instruction video for the angle of the cape. Well, Dan did watch it before the show. I don't know if that's going to help.
I've been watching it during the show. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Which White Knight book should I buy? So I would recommend the original White Knight. I would recommend Curse of the White Knight. I would recommend the Harley Quinn White Knight hardcover.
That one is Batman the White Knight Presents Harley Quinn is the full title of that one. And it seems like Chris is frozen again. Is he? Yep, he's frozen again. Ledger must be playing PlayStation. Easy. Let's try that.
And I'm back.
And he's back.
Sorry, guys. So I don't know where we were talking about the White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, Harley Quinn hardcover.
You got to start with you got to do them in order.
Yeah, you got to do them in order. Do White Knight
important.
First. Yeah, do White Knight. I get the hardcover if you can. It's got that. Is that the one with the extra Mr. Freeze story, or is that the that must be Curse?
No, it's the end of White Knight.
Okay, yeah, that's a great story.
I think, right? Is that right?
I don't know, and I can't remember.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Von Freeze.
Yeah, it's a good story. It's Mr. Freeze's dad. It's really cool.
You freezing was the magic key. I got it.
Are you really?
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I got it.
So again, you just have to keep tweaking it until you get the right angle.
That is no joke, boys and girls.
Did that help that it was more forward?
So yes, and what that made me think of, what I did was I really made sure that the key was seated all the way in, right? That it was completely flush and seated properly, and just really held it tightly in place, because my thought was that has to create the right angle.
Yeah.
And
I mean, can we just stop and look how freaking badass that looks already? I mean, just look at that.
Come on.
It is so cool.
It's freaking awesome. It's just the nuts. I love it.
So cool.
All right. Back to
the extra free story was in the paperback too. Good to know. People want to know how heavy that cape is. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not like that, the OG Hush statue. It's not like that.
God, it looks so good. It looks just so great.
Yep.
Stanley saying Chris has it easy tonight. Yeah, I'm just laying back. I'm just enjoying myself.
Oh yeah. Well,
talking to all you fine folks. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice not to have to do anything, actually build anything.
Comes back around.
I know. I was going to say I'm next. Would you guys that are watching right now, would you want to see a third unboxing? Would you want to see me do my unboxing? Because I don't know, is it overkill at this point, or what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Would you still watch me put mine together and watch me sweat? Oh, there's the head.
Yep.
Now, Dan.
Yo.
Again, this is only held together by that screw head. So make sure when you put that in there that it's got a real good grip.
Real good grip. Check.
Yeah, just double check and make sure you feel real confident about it sticking on there.
That's not going anywhere.
Okay, good.
That thing is in there.
Okay.
That did not take much work.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Wow, look at this thing right here is making me a little nervous. Like I'm sitting too close to it all of a sudden.
I know. I'm telling you that you cannot have that anywhere that you're going to walk into it.
Yeah. I'm going to move my.
Cannot. So let's see. Just watching says, yeah, why not? Odin says, I'm down. Yes, I would see it. Yes, I would love to see Chris suffer putting this on his own. Thanks, Austin.
Oh, you and me both.
Dan said I would watch again. Okay, good. I will need to see you put that cape together. So yeah, I guess okay. So we have a number of people that want to see it. Bat B says I would watch it if you guys are always fun to talk to. Thank you very much, Bat B.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Thank you,
Steven. Okay, deal. I'll do it.
All right, you heard it here, guys.
I'm terrified. Terrified. Yeah, I can't wait. And again, we really wanted to do a double unboxing tonight, but just the UPS gods didn't favor us. But
no, they sure didn't.
Hopefully, Dan will still be able to join me for mine.
Oh, are you kidding?
That's right.
I wouldn't miss that. Oh no. This is really making me nervous.
Just what? Pointing at you right now?
Just pointed like it. You can't. It's like it's this far from me. Like it's. I don't want to turn and like whack it.
Right. I know. I do.
So
Bats in the Belfry says 0 year is stating 24 inches high, 31 wide by 21 and a half deep. The height would indicate 1/3 because of sitting position. I am confused. I don't know what to tell you. It is quarter scale. It's quarter scale.
Unless they changed something from that production sample.
Unless it was like a thing where like Sideshow didn't approve it or something. But I mean, Prime One's doing other quarter scale stuff now, so it's got to be quarter scale. Thank you very much, all out of bubblegum. That is fantastic. Of course, that is a Roddy Piper reference. I love that. I actually met Roddy Piper back at WrestleMania. It was really cool before he passed away. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, Chris, you know who was speaking of wrestling, and I'm not a wrestling fan. Just was never my thing. But 2019 New York Comic Con, which is the last time I was there.
Yeah.
In the hotel actually that we're going to be staying at.
Nice.
Who's that? Sergeant Slaughter?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I sat and had coffee with him in like the hotel lobby. It was the
That's
funniest
awesome.
thing. Yeah, him and all his peeps.
He's
Yeah, it
a
was
real
really
nice
fun.
guy. He was actually just at Planet Comic Con too.
Oh, was he?
And I met him back in 2001 in Houston at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Great guy, of course. You know, he's a GI Joe figure. You know, he's a kind of an iconic character in the GI Joe world too. So it was really neat to meet him. Really nice guy.
Super nice. Super
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. So now I'm putting on the pegs.
Oh, Ken J says they should hire Dan for conventions and have him sweat on stage assembling giant statues.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. All right, what are you putting on now?
I'm putting on these.
Oh yeah.
Covers.
So what those are, guys, is if depending on what look you have, if you have, the covers on or the bike exposed, you can put. There's like 4 different ones. There's 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and so it kind of depends. There's 4 different ones, and they each are specific to what look you're going for. So.
Yeah, it's basically if you're not using the cowl covers on here. Yeah, so actually, Chris, this is the statue. This is complete. We are complete. Minus the covers, the cowl covers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that took a little bit more than 6 minutes, but not bad.
But not bad, right? So let me all right, I'm going to get real creative here. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. I can't.
Hey, Jeff Delaney just joined us. He says, "Hey, I'm only 92 minutes late. Did I miss anything?" Well,
only 92 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing is we sweated it out there for a few minutes.
I don't know why it's not focusing.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's
kind of blurry, right?
It's trying. That's blurry. There, it's better. Yeah, I think that's better. It's still a little blurry, but it's better. There are no instructions for assembly, Namek, on this one. Maybe just because it's darker in that corner, maybe. I'm not sure.
Know. It's like not that dark. I got a big light on in here, but you can just see, you get a sense of how intricate. Now, of course, be posting a ton of pictures, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's blurry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's so weird. I've actually met Razor Ramon, I met Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Sergeant Slaughter, so they're all nice guys. Of course, we just lost Scott Hall recently. Epic is the right word. Yes, it is. Yeah. So you're so worried about that darn corner.
I really am. This thing is like right next to my head. You can't tell on camera, but it is right next to my head.
I was going to say it again. I want to say this again, guys. It is something that you have to have a specific spot where you're not going to run into it.
You really,
because it is really sharp. It is really pointy.
Yep.
And one it will break. It is not heavy, but it's thin. I mean, it's a thin polystone, so it will snap.
Yep, for sure. And without
you just have to be careful, and you have to have a spot where. I mean, it's going to be hard enough to find a spot for it anyway.
Yeah.
But you have to have it something. Again, that's where I feel like if I have it here, I think that's going to be the perfect spot because
out of
the way.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if that works or not. But I don't know. So do you want to show them? Do you have the panels out? Do you want to show them the panels?
I was thinking about mounting the panels. I was just kind of waiting for the video to.
And we were talking that, we did it wrong, apparently. Like the way that we did the panels, apparently there's a better way.
There is a better way, apparently. So I'm going to take the panels out.
Orchid Voodoo, I didn't want this either. This was not on my radar until I saw it in person, and it changed my whole thinking. It made me go back and read White Knight, which I think I had only read like the first chapter or two, which was a giant mistake. I don't know why I didn't read it. I must have gotten distracted with something else. But squirrel, yeah, I'm that kind of guy. But seeing it in person, talking to Dan, knowing that there was going to be a Joker, which again, it's right over here. It's I can't wait to show you guys. But it's just, I don't know, it's just such an epic, awesome piece. And it makes me appreciate the artwork even more. Nedrick, I mean, they might do it in 6. They haven't said, but I have a feeling we'll see this in 1/6. What do you think, Dan? Do you think they will?
That we'll see a what?
That we'll see this in 1/6. Down the road.
I think they'd be crazy not to.
I do too.
I think it would be a great 1/6 piece.
Yeah, I think they would sell a ton.
Yep. And I think Murphy's stuff, it just continues. I'm sorry, off camera, guys. I'm getting a couple of these panels. Murphy's stuff is only getting hotter and hotter. And I know the Batman Beyond, Batman White Knight presents Batman Beyond is like super hot as a comic right now. It's on issue 2. And they're doing a Red Hood. Batman White Knight presents Red Hood. That looks really cool. I looked at some of the art for that. Holy Christmas, I forgot.
And we get to see a little bit of Red Hood in the Harley Quinn hardcover.
Yep. The size of this cowl panel is huge.
And look at the bullet holes. I mean, look at it's so
wet.
It's so well painted.
I want to put it on because I'm going to display it, I think, with those on.
And that's the thing is I am too.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff, the lantern does light up. Dan just didn't have the right batteries.
But I blame Chris.
I wish I could just send them to you right now through the screen, but it's these batteries right here, and it's whoops, I got it upside down. 1.5 volt. They're really tiny, and you have to put 3 together. But so that's the battery for it. But and XM doesn't ship with the batteries because of shipping issues with batteries, so they don't send them to you, which would be nice. But is it close enough to Wednesday to sneak a peek of that Joker?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. A peek.
You guys are going to kill me. This is going to be a really crappy sneak peek.
Oh no.
But I'm going to give it to you anyway. Ready?
There you go.
There you go. That's all you're going to get.
That's all you're gonna get. Nice. Oh, that's mean.
That's mean. I just want to show you I've got it. I've got it.
Okay, that pan. Oh, I want the
gun.
gun.
I almost gave you a side profile. Almost. There it is.
I want the gun.
Can't wait to show you guys. Oh, it's this portrait is so good. God, I love this thing. So yes. Yeah, the hair sculpt. Both hair sculpts are really good. They're real maniacal on the front. It's a really cool. Ryan says, "What a tease!" I know. Yeah. Again, Wednesday, guys, you're not going to want to miss it. The full statue reveal, of course. Probably Thursday will be the full review. I've already filmed it. I've already edited it. It's ready to go. Yeah, real vibrant color. It's really good in person. That it's got the blue shirt. It's got the purple pants. Great gargoyle on it. It's going to be fantastic. Iron Stark says, LOL, already an instant pre-order based off the back of his head. I love it. So again, I'm going to order it day one. Dan's going to order it day one. It is awesome. You guys are going to love it. It's a cool statue.
And it's
really cool.
Just the pose, the concept on the piece is
the concept's really cool. You get 2 different looks. You get kind of like a front view with one portrait and then an over-the-shoulder view with the other. So it's really cool. Bat Beast, I'm sorry. I know you've asked this multiple times. So just wondered if there's anything Dan was after for the new 52 run. Besides the issue we talked about earlier, I'm kind of doing the same thing and getting any variants I missed before.
Yeah. So I am. So guys, I've been on that run since the get. Right. So when it launched in 2011, I was on that series. So I've got stuff that I bought myself as it came out. I've got books that I bought on auction market, secondary market, cons. I've got them from all over the place. But point being, I have every book and every variant in the series now. Few exceptions, newsstands. I only have the #1 newsstand. Actually, that's not true. I got a couple other random newsstands. So I'm trying my best as a completionist not to focus on the stupid newsstands, but every other variant I have. So what I'm doing right now is I am on a quest to have numbers 1 through 10 in 9.8 CGC with all of the A covers signed by Capullo and Snyder.
Nice.
That's kind of my project right now. So a little at a time, but I have the bigger book. A lot of the bigger books I have already. And so it's a matter of getting a couple of them signed, and some of those sketch covers in like specifically numbers 1 through 5 are big dollar books. Signed, you're talking 4 figures and up. Wow. For 9.8, but so there's that one.
That's crazy.
It is kind of crazy, but they didn't. So what happened, Chris, the reason why those prices are like they are is when DC launched the new 52 Batman, it was a big deal because it was a new run on Batman, a new creative team. The print runs were really low. They did not print, particularly 1 through 5. They just didn't print a lot relative. So as the series gained popularity, the print runs get bigger and bigger. And that's why, like the number 37 book is not, nearly the same as a 1 through 10 book. Crazy, and the 1 through 5s are really bad.
So, I mean, what I remember from your collection, obviously, is you had the whole run of Hush.
Yeah, I did.
And was that kind of your same mentality? Or like, I want to just get all of them. I want to like collect everything I can.
I did. It took me a number of years, but I put that together. And the reason it took years, it's funny. I watched a comic book collector, a new channel, and I have to give him a shout out because this stuff is really good. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mint Hunter Comics.
Yeah, he's. I think he's been in the chat. Great channel. Yeah, definitely check him out, guys. Thank you for bringing him up. Yeah, anytime you ever want to promote anybody, guys, I love that. I want to get as much word out for other collectors and other channels out there as we can.
He's a statue collector as well. You'll notice a whole ton of statues in the background, but he's a comic book channel.
Yep.
His name is James. He does a phenomenal job. But he was talking. I watched one of his episodes today about patience in collecting. Right? And how you can really save your a crap ton of not only frustration but money. Just with patience. And so I did that with Hush. Took me a number of years, but I had a beautiful collection, and it's not kind of complete it, sell it. That wasn't my mindset. It's just as I looked around my collection and things have to give to fund the hobby, and I thought it was the right time. So
and your interests change over time too. I mean, not that you're saying that you're not a Hush Jim Lee fan anymore, but it's just like, and sometimes it's the thrill of the hunt. Once you've got everything you've looked for, now you want to go look for something else,
Exactly. But no, went to a terrific collector in the UK, bought the entire collection,
yes. So, and I'm so glad because you wanted to sell it all together.
I really, really did. I just thought it was special. I don't think there are a lot of them out there that are complete.
For sure.
Like that, and I was happy for him, and it's just a great thing.
So awesome. So what's the secret? What did we do wrong? Like, I remember we kind of like wedged it at an angle and did some things. Like, what did we do wrong?
I will let you know in a second.
It's like maybe we'll do it wrong again. I don't know.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'll get it wrong.
I know, that's right. I remember it had some tension to it.
Kind of threading the needle a little bit with these guns.
Yeah, I remember we had to take the guns out.
And I think that's what we did wrong.
Oh, really? You're supposed to leave the guns in?
Yep.
So we took them out and then put them in after we had the panels on.
Yep.
And remember, that was the hard part because we couldn't get the right angle for the guns.
Yep, exactly.
Those little tiny holes were.
And so I just put both of the long panels on. Now I'm assuming the short ones will go on shouldn't assume, but
yeah, they're the ones that cover the wheel.
Yep. So
at least some of the wheel.
Exactly. So that's going to go.
Babby says, "Wow, it's incredible, Dan. When are you going to have Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo sign them? Are you going to?"
Oh, I'm absolutely bringing. Not only am I doing with that Snyder and Capullo, but so I'm going to bring a piece of this to have Sean Murphy sign, assuming he'll be at New York. I'm bringing a piece of the Hush statue. I was thinking maybe one of the bats to have Jim Lee sign.
Oh my gosh, you're giving me ideas. I have to do the same.
Oh yeah, and
hope you don't mind me piggybacking.
Oh no, and I'm bringing some. We'll have to coordinate on which of the best pieces to bring. But oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that.
So what do you think you'll have? What do you think you'll have Sean sign on this thing? Like one of the maybe like the back panel, the long panel on the back.
It's funny. There's this removable piece right here that if you don't have the gun, which I'm going to have the gun, but if you don't, there's a piece right there that's like a perfect size for a signature.
What about the gun that comes out? Do you have that in there yet?
No, not yet.
There's on that gun, there's like a flat panel, like the panel had come out and the gun's attached to it. I wonder if you could have him sign the front of that panel.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
This one right here. Yep. Is it? Yeah. That's a pretty good size.
That's a pretty good size. Yeah.
That would be kind of a cool, like a hidden place because you wouldn't see it. I don't know. I think it might be kind of a neat place.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Man, that's such a good idea.
I was thinking of bringing part of the Batman Who Laughs 1/3 too to have Capullo sign. I mean, that's his invention,
God, where would you take on that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to figure out how are you gonna carry this backpack?
Yeah, backpack's a must. Ask Eric. He bought. Whoop, sorry. That was my phone, not a piece of stuff.
Eric said have him sign the plaque.
Have him sign the plaque.
I'll
probably have him sign that too. But
I was gonna say that'd be a good backup piece.
I want a piece of the statue signed. I don't know,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I remember when I was in New York last time, there were a lot of people that brought. Sorry, I'm trying to get a. There were a lot of people that brought bases to the black and white statues.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just that thing. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm good. All right. This goes like this.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be cool if the manhole cover came off. I agree. That'd be a really cool place to do it, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. And it does not come off.
Yeah, the manhole cover would be perfect. Hey, Josh, thanks for joining us. It says, finally got the email about my White Knight being shipped.
Nice.
Stoked to get it. In my experience, that's a great feeling and an awful feeling because I have not had an update. Mine said label created since April 22nd.
Which is insane.
We've had no update. I've contacted XM. They're working on it. They said it's gone through customs, but who knows? It's been pretty frustrating. Hopefully it'll arrive soon.
Hey, Chris, are you frozen again?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was looking up something on my phone. Apologize.
No, just making sure.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I don't want to leave the whole.
I think I'm still here anyway.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Steven says, well, gotta go to the wife and kids. Just got home. Gonna spend some time with them. Hey, thanks for being here. And he wants to say congratulations to you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you for joining, man. That's really appreciated.
Yeah, the brick pillar is separate, so that is something you could take. I'm not sure where he would sign it, but you could absolutely do it on the brick pillar somewhere.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's the thing is you're gonna have to lug that around.
It's enormous.
And I'm like thinking for me, like, I'm gonna be on a plane, so I'm gonna have to, pack all this stuff, but would it be worth it?
That fits, right? Yeah, that's.
And again, those slide in on the metal pegs that stick out.
Yep. It's just kind of.
I just remember like we had to put the two together, like they had to fit together. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I remember we kind of had to do this, like kind of had to join the two together and then kind of.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's what you're experiencing, but I do remember that.
So I'm unsuccessfully doing here.
Josh, I did get a press pass. So my son and I and Damon are coming to Fan Expo Dallas. So we will be there. Jeff Morris is saying, I do hope they make a 1/6 version of this. I possibly might be able to afford that one. Well, I hope. I think you would love it, Jeff. I think it would be a no-brainer. No-brainer for them to do 6. And that's the thing. Those side panels, I think we could absolutely get one of those signed. And if you wanted to keep it kind of like it's not so blatant, like do the back panel signed. I don't know. Would you want yours visible?
I don't know if I want it all the time. I don't know.
And that's the thing. Like if you did it on the back panel, I think that could be cool.
I agree.
Josh, I would love to run into you and anybody else that is there. That'd be awesome.
There we go.
Heart of the Party says, I've got a Batman Sanity on my kitchen island. That goes back to Jeff Morris's dining room table. That's very similar. I love it.
Awesome. Okay, there's that.
Yeah, I just feel like that's the look you got to go with. I mean, I know the bike exposed is awesome, but
it's
more iconic.
It just jumped right off the comic book page.
It does. It's such a unique bat bike. I mean, it's obnoxiously long, which makes it fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Nelson says it's been fun to see Dan struggle with the build, but I have to go. See you this Wednesday, Chris. Thanks, Nelson.
See you, Nelson. Have a good night, man.
Dan, what shade of gray are your walls painted?
What shade of gray?
It's funny. We had a couple of guys. One of my friends, he works for a landscaping company, and they were out working on our irrigation system. They have a pipe break or something, and they came in, and the guy that was with him, he was looking at the walls like, oh, this is just like my walls at home. Like, what color walls is this? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We went through 40 different grays. I don't know, but
it's Benjamin Moore something.
There you go. As I say, ours is Sherman Williams. So I don't know.
So this,
I love it.
So
Jeff does say, briefly, I had my 1/4 scale Civil War Avenger set on my kitchen counter just a day or two. I love it. Will either of you get the Batman 0 year to accompany this beautiful statue? And we talked about that earlier, but Dan Default has ordered it.
It is ordered. My good
ordered it.
Yep. Ordered it, deposited the whole bit. So I'm excited. I have a spot for that one already. And yes, Chris, I found a magic spot. And Paula, don't say it.
I was going to say, but that could have fit Talon, Dan.
It could have fit Talon, and Paula's going to tell me.
Come on, you have to put priorities. Another bike? I mean, you already got 2 bikes in your collection. Do you really need a third bike?
I actually have a third.
Oh, you do, because you have Catwoman, you have Harley, you have the Bat bike, and now you'll have the 0 year.
And I have another Harley. I have that DC Collectibles garage. What do they call it?
Yes, that's a good piece too.
DC Garage. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great piece.
Yep, I've got that piece.
I forgot that.
My wife for Christmas.
John's maybe recommending the under his cape for the signature. I don't want you to have to take it back off.
Yeah, that's never coming off, just so you know. That can't come off.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's the gun, Chris. See how much easier that was?
My black shelves. So this one right here I made.
Yep.
This one I made. The other shelves are garage shelving. I got them at Walmart or Lowe's.
Yep.
So and I wrapped them in wood. So I might keep that look, or I might do something more like what Dan's done with more of an open concept. Jeff Moore says his are Benjamin Moore Dove Gray. So maybe that's what you have.
That sounds very familiar. I
It
can
might
go
be.
look if you want. I'll go look at the can.
Who knew that paint samples would be a topic tonight?
Paint samples, yes.
I love it. Okay, here we go. If you had to choose this or 0 year, which would you choose? I know the answer.
Oh, it's this. If I have,
Yeah, this no question. I can tell.
Yeah, this thing is ridiculously cool. You can't. I'm looking at on screen, and you can't get an idea how just.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's just like areas of dark on your. I mean, it's like you can't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Until you see it in person.
I'm going to see if I can put a little more light on it. Hold on. I don't know if this is going to make a difference, but we'll try it.
So we should have done this at like 3 p.m. or something.
Well, I am shocked. I have to tell of everybody that joined us tonight. I am shocked that nobody asked about the fact that the statue is in front of a window.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is that going to be an issue?
No. So what I did.
That's a good question, though. I didn't even think about it.
I installed shades that block 99% of light, and they are automated. So they go down at whatever time of day I tell them, which, if the sun is anywhere on this side of the house.
That's fancy.
It sure as shit is. And it's expensive as all get out, but I don't have to think about
fancy.
Super fancy. Yes. I don't have to think about it. So they go up and down on an automated schedule, and the statue never gets direct sunlight. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, sure looks good.
When you have a statue room that you have to deal with windows, that's what you have. But
that's when you know you're out of room.
When you know you're
you got to do what you got to do.
Well, when you don't, this is not a statue that just fits in any space. So got to do what you got to do.
That's right. I want to say hello to Gary. He's at 3 a.m. in the UK. Thanks for being here. Really
appreciate it. Gary, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. That's a dedication right there.
That's some dedication.
Either that or you just can't sleep. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, could be.
Yeah, either way. Late night trip says major congrats, Dan. Endless art piece. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
It's one of those things where we've talked about it before on the show that we're getting to a point, especially with the price points.
Yeah.
And with space, is we're kind of narrowing it down to big special pieces, like, pieces that really mean a lot to us. I'm constantly posting in the group. I did it a couple times this week. Like, oh, should I buy this one? Should I buy that one? And some of it is I love the statue. Some of it is I just want to get something new. And I want it to be something unique in the collection. And I've really done that. My collection is pretty bare bones compared to what it was, because I pared down to the samurai. I got rid of certain pieces. I got rid of the new 52. Dan did the same, or he got rid of this one. I got rid of my Batman Hush. It's just because I'm trying to pare down because I have a lot coming. I've got a lot coming. So I've got to be realistic. And some of those sales, obviously fund sales for the new stuff. Dan selling his Hush CGC line that went on to fund probably this.
Yeah.
And so it's just, sometimes you just have to do it, but also I think we're to a point now in our collecting journeys, and Dan and I are very similar, is we're trying to kind of pare down to those special pieces that, really have a wow factor and have an importance to us.
Yep, exactly. Otherwise it just stacks up too much.
Yeah, it does. And it can be, I love collections that have a lot of statues in them, but a lot of times, sometimes I feel like they could be a little overwhelming and a little cluttered sometimes.
Yep.
And so I just feel like, if that's your thing, that's great. But it's not mine. I really like it to be more of we talked about, again, museum feel to things. And right now I'm kind of definitely in between, like my collection's a mess. Cause I just don't know what to do yet with whether to punch a hole in that wall yet. Dan, should I punch a hole in that wall?
I'm for the punch a hole in the wall play.
Would you do just a doorway size, or what would you want to do?
I do it as wide as you can.
Really? Even if if I open it up completely, that eliminates a little bit of wall space. Like, would you want to keep like a few like little end caps on both sides so you can put something on both sides as a little bit of a wall space?
Well, how wide is the widest that you could do, roughly?
I mean, if I could go corner to, I mean, you've been in that room. It's probably 8 or 9 feet.
Oh, yeah. Then I'd leave room. I mean, so in my room, and you guys can see a little bit of the French doors on this side. That's a 4-foot set of French doors. And then I've got a 5-foot set of French doors on the other end of the room. And 5 foot is a nice opening. So if you did it just a 5-foot opening,
and left a little bit on each side.
You want it to feel like a continuous space, I think, rather than 2 rooms.
Right.
It'll feel more like a singular collection that way. I'm not a multi-room guy. I don't know, but that's just me. It's all about personal, taste. But
it's just hard because if you open up, I mean, let's say you open up 8 feet.
Yeah,
that's 8 feet of wall space on both sides.
Right.
That nothing can be in front of it.
Right.
And that, especially that wall that I'd be opening up to, the 3-window room, would be, I mean, that's the biggest wall that I would be opening up to. So that would take up a lot of statue room.
Right. True.
So I don't know. There's a part of me that just says I should just do 2 separate rooms like that. But I think it'd be cooler to be all one room. It'd be a weird shape. It's a really weird shape. I mean, it'd be like a big L shape kind of.
That's okay.
But
yeah,
I don't know. I think it would give, again, I like the idea of the separation and the different scales. So we'll see.
Yeah. It'd be a fun process.
Ryan says, go 5 feet. So maybe
go 5 feet. I agree, Ryan. Yeah.
We just need to move ahead and get a new person out here. And I don't know. I'm just having trouble making up my mind. But we'll see. So that's it. That's it is.
Yeah. I'll have pictures posted here shortly. And my grail has arrived. Yep.
It's absolutely fantastic.
I love it.
And again, this camera right here, guys, doesn't do it justice. So you really have to see it in person. And again, Dan's photos obviously will really capture it. But congratulations. I'm just so glad you got it. We were so worried there for a while. We actually got shipping notifications where like both of my boxes showed 70 pounds and his showed 20 some pounds or whatever. Yep. And so we thought, well, my gosh, they sent us the wrong boxes. But luckily everything worked out for him. And I'm so glad. And so fingers crossed that mine will come sometime this year.
It's just going to show up on your doorstep one day. You watch.
I'm hoping it's real soon. We were hoping to have it for Sean Murphy's interview, but we'll see.
Man, I hope so.
Anyway, I want to thank Dan for spending 2 hours of his weekend with us tonight doing this. This was so fun. I want to thank everybody in here that's tuned in and hung out with us tonight. And again, please join us Wednesday night. Interview live with Sean Murphy will be on the show. Dan and I are frantically coming up with our questions as we speak. And so we're going to have the interview and then, of course, the live reveal of the full Joker statue again.
It's actually there.
It's actually here. This is one of the head sculpts. So you're not going to want to miss it. And then again, probably Thursday next week, we'll have the full review as well. So anyway, anything else you want to say before we head on out?
No, I don't think so. I probably will post pictures in the morning when I've got good natural light in here. So probably not tonight, but thanks everybody for sticking with us. It's definitely the most complex and I won't say delicate, but the most complex statue I've ever put together. Be careful. If you guys got these coming in, be careful with the cape. Really, really take your time. Somebody in the chat said that before I started tonight. Take your time was the best advice.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Absolutely. And I also think putting the screw in beforehand, making sure that it, feel that, get that grip and make sure, because you really want to feel that grip before you let go of it. Like, again, somebody told me, they messaged me and they said, hey, Chris, mine broke. I didn't have it in all the way and it just fell on the floor and chipped the corners.
Yep.
And so they're having to have it repaired. because it was their fault that they dropped it. So it wasn't Nick Sims' fault. So anyway, Rodri, Dan does have an Instagram. I don't know if you want to give that out or not, but
I'll share it in the post.
Okay. And so, and maybe they're saying just specifically for collecting, maybe, I'm not sure, but who knows? We'll see. But anyway, again, thanks everybody for joining us. Again, Dan, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks everybody.
And again, Rogues Gallery Live Wednesday. It's a show you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be awesome. So again, stay tuned and we'll see you all in the back cave. Good night, everybody.
Great weekend, guys. See ya.
Have a great weekend. Stay safe.